which is totally crazy, because if a woman can love both, why can't a man love both? You know, if and why is it that, you know, that I have to act a certain way to be considered gay? You know, if I don't, I have a lot of people at work which is crazy, because I feel like we should be living in a society where you should know by now that all gays don't act the same way.
They don't.
Flamboyant.
They
want you to.
They won't. And I hate one thing. One thing I despise, and straight women, I'm gonna need y'all, or even the gay women, I'm gonna need y'all to get this shit together.
Okay. Let us know.
Stop with the lingo. I mean, they come up to it, like they find out that I'm gay.
Okay.
Or whatever, because at work you won't know until I tell you.
Okay.
You know, and that's the way it's always been. So once they find out, hey girl, you know, I've never approached you like that. Why would you approach me like that?
Right.
You know, or you know, the whole snapping the fingers, the whole now all this is coming out. We don't need can we talk like human beings? Trust me, there are, like, don't get me wrong, I understand that there are gay people that that live their life that way, that are flamboyant, but that's not all of us. Yeah. You know, don't put us all in that box.
Absolutely. I say that all the time, because I know.
So, and we're not, the whole age thing will be here all day. Yeah. We will be, because I think that's the most ridiculous. And then the whole, there's plenty of women that, I'm sorry, guy. There's plenty of women that take it up the butt. You know, so for you,
you ain't know what I'm saying?
We all know you don't like the ass.
I ain't gonna eat the ass, but I poke the ass.
But it's funny because
damn.
No, listen. She got on headphones. Y'all can't hear the music.
Okay,
I can hear this. Yeah. Okay, but I totally forgot she was.
Look, I told her, put the headphones on.
Okay. But there's plenty of women that take it up the butt. Okay. And one thing I hate for, you know, when I'm like on your thread, and for a lot of women to say, well, I don't want a guy to go to mess with a guy in the butt and then come home to me. But he could be out there messing with a girl in the butt and you don't care. You'll take that man back. You'll love him. You'll do everything. But you find out that, and that whole stereotype, you know, where I don't know if I'll catch a disease or I'll, you know.
You can catch a disease.
You can catch a disease from a woman. So why is it okay, you know, for you to put this craziness in people's head that, you know, the only way you're going to get a disease if he's going to go sleep with another man. Yeah. It's so not
okay, so what about this stereotype? We could be parents, but too many. I had to put the phone down that day. I just was like, you know what? Because I'm a debater. I like going back and forth. You know, a lot of people feel like because I am a debater that I be in my feelings. No.
Can I say, I would like to say that I truly understand where they're coming from. Because there is nothing like a mother's love. You know, you know, to this day, my mother has been my stone, my rock. You know, she has been the driving force in my life. You know, so I totally understand where you're coming from, but I think that comes from it comes from places where not too many people are brought up with their dads, you know, and so they feel like if they had a dad, then their life would have turned out better, or you know, and so that is put on the male or whatever, because we should be there with the woman. You know, we should be raising a child with the woman. And like I said, it's another ludicrous type of, you know, ludicrous ideal that, you know, that two men can't bring up a child when two women can. Yeah. You know, I mean, there's no difference between a mother's love and a father's love. There's nothing, you know. I mean, of course, a lot of us are more, prone to mothers or whatever. But at the end of the day,
if that's the only thing that a child knows, then they will know no better. As long as that child is being loved, and all they know is love. And to me, at the end of the day, that's the basis of what it is. It's not about the sex that's raising the child. It's the person who's actually taking the action to do so. So I think that is so crazy. Animals can raise a child.
What you think about that, y'all?
I just only know what I'm saying, the way, well, I was raised by my mother and my grandmother. Like, my dad had passed when I was 6, so it was, I've heard a lot of people say that 2 women can't raise a male child, which is a lie. I've witnessed it, you know what I'm saying?
The thing that got me was when somebody said, well, they'll grow up using hand gestures and popping
No, that ain't true.
Okay.
That's not, because, you know what I'm saying, like, my grandmama, she ain't play that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a few relatives that, you know what I'm saying, are in the LG community. I don't know how to say it, man.
LGBT. But we knew what he was talking about.
We knew where he was going.
In the lesbian and gay community.
I be trying to make sure I'm saying it right, because, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of
but it's gotten so ridiculous now, you don't know what to say anymore.
I know,
because
it's
LGBTQ,
and then,
WVZ.
I was like,
and then, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to say it wrong, and then some of your friends going to block you or like you on Facebook. I like all my Facebook friends. He a hater. Block his ass right now. So I don't know. I can't say that 2 men couldn't raise a child, because I don't see why they couldn't. Know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's hard with, know what I'm saying, being a single parent. And this past school year, I had my oldest son and one of my other sons living with me. And with having to, know what I'm saying, make meals, go to work, wash clothes, make sure they didn't took a bath. Did you finish your homework? Know what I'm saying? Like, I take my hat off. I was just telling my ex-wife this. I'm talking about to any single mother I know. So, know what I'm saying? If a man had to do it, man, we'll break down. I know, if I had to do that every day for the rest of my life, just I'm talking about, like, actually do what the woman, I think, is naturally accustomed to do for a child.
They give us patience. I can make it.
Like, know what I'm
saying? they give us, it's the patience with
like,
the mothers.
A man gets frustrated, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, whether you be straight, or, you know what I'm saying, or you gay, frustration is going to build up in a man, because I don't think, you know what I'm saying, I'm more like the rule enforcer. Like, you give the rules, I enforce them, you know what I'm saying, like, I can't.
But I just was confused on that, because, like, we have a baby, and, like, when he do this, which all babies do that little bouncing motion, he'll see, like, his sisters do it, and then he'll do it. She don't play that.
Sure don't.
Like,
ain't nobody gonna be saying we raising him gay or nothing wrong.
And that's the thing that me and her argue about all the time, because, you know, I be like, babe, you too hard on him. But she's so worried about people thinking that we're gonna, like, I don't know if maybe they think that gay people do this spiritual type of chanting ritual that we want our kids to be gay too. Like, I don't want my kids to go through what I go through. Like, it hurts.
See, a lot of people think that because you gay and you got children, that the children seeing you in your activities of buck tussing, if you would say, you know what I'm saying, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they think that if your child see you kissing your wife, that your child gonna want to go and kiss a woman. Most people, know what I'm saying, that I know that are gay, they don't let their children even first see them.
Right. And see, like and that's where it come in that all gay people aren't the same. Because a lot of people, I see them like hold hands and stuff in front of their kids, but we choose to do differently around our kids, because I feel like sometimes when you see things, it be, you know, self-taught, like, I saw it, so I want to do it. I want to give our kids the opportunity to say, no, mama, this is who we are. We want to do it. Because for a long time, one of our kids thought we were just friends, because she was like, well, when I go over my friend's house, we sleep in the same bed together. So until she heard other people say, my mama gay. And she was like, you gay? Like, and I had to, and I was like, yeah, baby. And she was like, and I was like, is there something wrong with that? And she was like, no, ma'am. You know, but for her to say that, you know, she really didn't see anything wrong with it, because she was like, you know, my friends come over, they sleep in the bed with me, so I didn't think nothing of it. And
I think that's like a lot what she just said. It's innocence. And I think like
too many children grown these days.
And a lot of it is because of what they see on TV, what they see their parents do, what they see, you know. I believe with the whole heart. It doesn't matter if you're gay, you straight. If you put on, if your child, whatever your child sees, they're going to mimic. So it's not I love what you two do because at the same time, if they're not seeing you two out there kissing, kissing, they're not going on the street to kiss. They're not trying to figure out what that feels like,
because they're not seeing it.
Because they're not seeing it.
Right.
So, and that's the same thing with, it's all about values, what you teach your children. And I think that's the most important thing, not about who's raising them. It's the values that you instill in them.
Because I know a lot of women that it don't matter, know what I'm saying, how freaky they talk or what they will do besides talking.
But when it comes to their children.
But it's like when the children are around, the children are up, boy, you ain't finna even feel on me. I'm like, that's what, for real, like that's some real shit.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying, when you're a younger man, know what I'm saying, like you be like, man, this motherfucker had me come way over here and I can't even feel on her.
Talked all that cash money.
Yeah, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Sleep, though,
it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm sleeping in the motherfucker. I done smoked all my weed.
Bruh, you need to see me. When I hear a noise, I be like, put the cover on my head, babe. She be like, what? I be like, oh, the children up.
Like locking doors. You feel like, man, hold on, let me look in your closet. Who up there? I gotta fight a nigga here. But it's really like my grandmother and my grandfather. I grew up in the house. My grandmother slept in the front room. My granddad slept in the back room. Like I'm 38. I'll be 39 next month. Never seen my grandmama and granddad in bed together. And I just asked my aunts, did they ever see them? And they was like, yeah, but it wasn't a lot of time. So I'm like, well, how the hell grandmama got
my granddad kiss?
Because my grandmama not grandmama Jackie, not the one that was on the phone, but my granddaddy and his wife had twin beds. And I was like, when I was a child, I was like, so what? Do they put the bed together? And then when we wake up,
stuck in that little middle spot right now.
I still worry about that today. Like, I still wonder about
that.
Because
I'm like, what? And then with my mom growing up, my mom always left her door open. So I just was like, they can't be getting it on.
Door was.
I was like, they can't.
Explain this, how grandmama had 10 children.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy, sneaking 6 got to be the best 6. That's all I'm saying. Because if you get 10 children and your door always open, granddad in the back, boy, somewhere in the hallway, something happened. You know that little song? Something happened along the way. Somewhere going to the back room, something happened. You know what I'm saying? Grandmama got touched by granddad in the bathroom, the kitchen, or in the closet.
Now, I know this next topic, I was like, you will really be into talking about this, the whole current social lynching and what the media is doing to our minds. Like, when you brought that up, I was like, now this is a great topic, because a lot of people I don't even think a lot of people, some people probably like, what is lynching? Right. So can you get in depth of what you think, and then we'll kind of talk
what
about
I think what social lynching, social lynching is?
No, so you can explain it to them.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just pretty. We've been dealing with social lynching for eons now, especially here in the United States. It went from a literal lynching, literal beatings, to more of a social thing. Social, like, we can only a handful of us can get ahead. That's social lynching.
Definitely social lynching.
So don't matter. It doesn't matter how many black people graduate from college in political science and stuff like that. Only so many.
And the ones that can basically be controlled.
The ones that can be controlled, and you see, most of them are pretty much in a blacks. If you see a majority of them are Republicans. It's people that they can control. It's people that has given, I won't say given up on their people, but their focus.
They're choosing.
Aren't their people, as the black people. And, the cops' brutality in this country, our justice system, how we get 20 years for weed when a white guy can just 6 months, go to drug rehab. We don't get drug rehab. I lived in California, and I was imprisoned in California. And to see so many... So I've watched white guys walk out of there with the same charges as these black guys as far as drugs. They can go in there being there for like 2 months, go to a drug rehab. You never saw that with the black man that was in there. You never saw that. We never got the drug rehab option. You know, so we got years.